Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we were discussing about the textbook exercise questions. I told you guys to do all the theory questions and the journal and try to solve the journal entries related of the each transactions. Question number 10, 11, 12, 9, 8 and following. And I was discussing question number 13, transactions of inclusive of all question. All transactions, all types of transactions are included in this question. So we discussed all the journal entries, but last two discussion of the last two journal entries was left. So now let's first finish that. So the second last transaction is paid rupees 2000 for painting work of personal building and rupees 1000 for painting work of shop. So here cash is paid for the painting work, both for the personal work and for the shop expenses. So drawings account will be affected, therefore drawings account would be debited, and cash is also paid for the shop. Therefore, shop expenses account would also be debited to cash account because cash is going out of the business. Therefore, cash account would be credited. So, amount would be, you have to write 2000 in the drawings account column, in the debit column, and 1000 for shop expense account in the debit column. And if you total these these two amounts, 2000 plus 1000, you will get 3000. That amount you have to write it in the cash account. And please don't forget to write the narration after each journal entry. Here the narration would be being paid painting expense for the personal building and for the shop. Now the next and the last transaction is paid internet connection deposit of rupees 2000 by check. So cash was through bank, through check, internet connection was paid. So therefore internet connection is a type of expenses for the business. Therefore you have to debit the internet connection deposit account would be debited to bank account because bank account is decreasing and it is paid through check. Therefore bank account is decreasing. Therefore you have to credit the bank account. Amount would be 2000 in debit column and 2000 in credit column. And please don't forget to write the narration after each journal entry. Here the narration would be being paid internet connection deposit by check. So with this, now we are done with the question number 13. So after completion of each transaction, once you have passed the each journal entry, then at the end you have to total both the column, debit column and the credit column. And remember that both the column should be, amount should be same. Here the total would be 2,02,100, 2,02,100. So the total should be same for both the debit as well as the credit column. If in case if total is not coming the similar, then just recheck all the journal entries. There would be some mistake that you have made. So remember that the total should be same for both the column debit as well as the credit. So with this, now we are done with the chapter number 4. From today we are going to start with the chapter number 5. And one more thing, that in your textbook, the theory regarding the rectification error, theory of rectification of error is not given in your textbook. Therefore, please don't do the question number 14. Please don't do the question number 14 and question number 15 because the rectification of error theory is not given in the chapter number 4. Therefore, please don't do in the chapter number 4, and it would not be asked in the exam, like in this exam. in your first annual exam, half yearly exam. It would not be asked in the second exam. Therefore, please don't do the rectification of error questions. So with this, finally we are now done with the chapter number 4. So now let's start with chapter number 5. Chapter 5. Chapter 5 is regarding accounting equation and business transactions. You would be learning in this chapter about the introduction and the accounting equation and transactions. So now first let's start with the introduction. Let's understand what is accounting equation. So the significant objective of financial accounting is to prepare financial accounts. In accounts, trading accounts, profit and loss account and balance sheet are included. In the company form, instead of trading account and profit and loss account, income statement is prepared. So at the end of the year, profit and loss will be closed and will be transferred to balance sheet. So generally at the end of the year, balance sheet is prepared. So in short, we can say that the significant objective of financial accounting is to prepare the financial accounts. There are 3 types of financial accounts. First one is trading account, second is profit and loss account, and third one is balance sheet. So in the company form, instead of trading account and profit and loss account, income statement is prepared. So at the end of the year, profit and loss account will be closed and will be balance would be transferred to the balance sheet. So there are 2 important components of balance sheet. There are 2 important things in the balance sheet. First is capital and liability, and second one is assets. So balance sheet includes 2 components, liability and assets. The final effect of every business transactions goes to above mentioned 2 components of the balance sheet. For example, that is capital and liability and assets. So in short, we can say that after end of the at the end of the year, the final effect of every business transaction goes to the balance sheet. Means goes to the mentioned 2 components of balance sheet, that is liability and assets. So as per the norms of double entry system, the total of above mentioned 2 components remains identical. According to terminology of accounting, these 2 components are known as capital and liability side and the asset side. So we can say that balance sheet has a 2 side, liability side or capital side and the assets side. So there are 2 sides of balance sheet, liability side and asset side. So this can be represented in the equation form as follows. So in equation, how we can write? So assets equals to capital plus liabilities. In brief, we can say A equals to C plus L. So assets equals to capital plus liabilities. This is an American method for presentation of accounting transactions. This is a modern approach. Under traditional approach, rules of personal account, real account and nominal account are used. Under this traditional approach, on the basis of these rules, initially journal is prepared and finally final accounts are prepared and at last balance sheet is prepared. So in accounting equation, effects of transaction is directly given into the balance sheet. So next is this was just the introduction. We would be discussing in a detailed form accounting equation. So now let's discuss in detail the accounting equations and transactions. In equation approach, effects of transaction is directly given to the assets and capital liability side. Prior to this, we have undertaken study of types of accounts. We have already seen the 3 types of accounts: personal accounts, real accounts and nominal accounts and their rules. We have also acquired the acquaintance about the how to write the journal entry. So in the chapter 4, we learned how to pass the journal entries. So keeping these rules in mind, you know there are 3 types of accounts and each account has the different rules. So keeping that rules in mind, let us understand the equation method. At the time of execution of equation method can be understood easily if business transactions are classified as under. So there are 2 types. First one is transactions related to goods. So every business has the following types of transactions, and they are classified in different categories. So first one is transactions which are made related to goods, that is purchase, sales, purchase return, sales return, and goods goes out in any other form that is coming in like it is included in the transactions related to goods. Second is revenue expense related transactions. Rent received, commission received, dividend, etc. are included in revenue, whereas salary, wages, advertisement expense, administrative expense, etc. are included in the expenses. Third one is assets purchase sales transactions. Fourth is transactions related to borrowing of funds and lending of funds. So there are 4 types of transactions. They can be classified into 4 types, that is transactions related to goods, revenue expenses related transactions, assets purchase or sales transactions, and transactions related to borrowing of funds and lending of funds, that is the loans. So there can be following effect on the equation: assets equal to capital plus liability of above mentioned transactions. There can be following effect, means there can be either increase or either decrease in assets, capital and liability. So increase and decrease in A means assets only. There can be increase and decrease in assets only. So increase in one assets and decrease in another assets. Second is it could be either increase or decrease in assets and capital. Third one is it could be increase or decrease in assets and liability. It could be increase minus decrease in capital and liability. So there are 4 chances that can have effect on the equation, that is assets equals to capital plus liability. So it is just saying that there can be increase in assets and decrease in liabilities. There can be decrease in assets and increase in liabilities. There can be increase in capital or decrease in capital. Anything, there could be anything effect on the accounting equation. But remember, every business transaction has an effect on the accounting equation. So let us understand this matter with the help of an example. So here one example is given. So let us understand the effect on the accounting equation. Journal entries are written as follows and effects of transaction is explained in equation form. So there is a table given. First of all, you have to prepare a table. There would be serial number, transactions and journal entry would be given, then debit, credit and effect. So first journal entry is brought rupees 50,000 and commenced business debited. Cash account would also be debited to capital account. So and the amount is 50,000. So like the transaction is brought rupees 50,000 and commenced business. So for the journal entry for this transaction would be cash account would be debited because cash is coming in the business to capital account. Amount would be 50,000 and 50,000. So what would be effect on the accounting equation? So from this you can see that cash is increasing because it is brought in the business. Therefore cash is increased, and along with that capital is also increased. Correct? Because 50,000 is brought as capital in the business. Therefore both are increasing. Cash is also increasing and capital is also increasing. like this you have to see like what is the effect, whether the cash is increasing or decreasing, capital is increasing or decreasing. So in this case both are increasing, cash as well as capital are increasing. Second is furniture was purchased for rupees 10,000. So journal entry would be furniture account would be debited to cash account. So what would be the effect? So you can see that furniture is purchased and it is a type of asset, correct? Furniture is an asset, so it is brought in the business. So from this you can see that for asset is increasing in the business. So furniture is increasing and cash, for once the furniture is purchased and in return cash is paid. So you can see that cash is decreasing. So furniture is increasing and cash is decreasing. Third one is goods for rupees 12,000 is purchased in cash. So journal entry would be goods are purchased, correct, in cash. So purchase account would be debited to cash account. So here goods are increasing because it is coming in the business. Therefore goods are increasing, and as purchase of goods is paid, amount is paid in cash, therefore cash is decreasing. Fourth one is goods for rupees 8,000 is purchased from B. So journal entry would be purchase account would be debited to B's account because the goods are purchased from B. So here B is a type of liability because goods are purchased from B, so B becomes the liability. So purchase is goods is increasing and liability is also increasing because in the future business has to pay money to B. So it is the liability for the business, therefore liability is also increasing and goods is also increasing. Then fifth one is goods of rupees 7,000 is sold for rupees 10,000 in cash. So sales of goods has happened, so cash is coming in the business, therefore cash account would be debited to sales account. So in this case cash is increasing because money is coming in the business to sales account, means there is a decrease in sales because sale of goods has happened, so obviously there would be decrease in goods, therefore goods is decreasing. Then sixth is rupees 6,000 is paid for wages. So wages account would be debited to cash account. So wages is a type of due to wages paid. Wages is paid, so it would be paid from the capital. Wages is paid from the capital, therefore capital account would be decreasing and cash account would also be decreasing. Due to wages are paid, therefore capital account is decreasing, along with that cash account is also decreasing. Then next one is wages outstanding of rupees 1,000. So wages is not paid, so wages account would be debited to outstanding wages account. Due to wages paid, here capital account would be decreasing because wages is paid. It is not paid but it would be paid in the future, therefore capital account would be decreasing, and as it is the outstanding wages, therefore it is the liability for the business to pay the wages to the employees, so liability is also increasing. Then so we discussed see, first of all, whenever there is a question regarding the accounting equation, you have to prepare like this column. This I told you to prepare the table. First column would be serial number, second would be transactions and journal entry, third would be debit column and credit column. Then you have to write the effect, whether it is increasing or decreasing. Then in the next page you have to prepare make like this: assets equals to capital plus liabilities. So through effect you have to make this table. So you can see that cash is increasing, correct? So you have to write the 50,000 cash is a type of asset, so you have to write it in the cash in the asset column. Cash equals to 50,000, and the second account affected is capital, so you have to write it in the capital account. Capital 50,000. It is increasing means plus sign. There would be plus sign. So first of all you have to write the cash, then you have to write it amount equals to capital. So, along with that you have to write the amount. So 50,000, and then you have to total it. 50,000 would be total it, and 50,000 would be total. And remember one thing, assets should be equal to capital plus liability. So this column and these two column, the total of these two column and these two column should always be same. 50,000, 50,000, correct? And liability is not affected in this transaction, therefore you have to put the 0. Then in the second you have to see second journal entry, second transaction. In second, the furniture and the cash account is affecting. So furniture is type of asset and cash is also a type of asset. So in this you have to first make the like line here, and then again you have to write the cash 50,000, amount was 50,000, and then in that you have to add the furniture. Furniture is increasing, therefore you have to plus in the cash. So 50,000 plus 10,000 would 10,000 equals to 40,000, plus cash is decreasing, correct? Therefore you have to minus it. Amount would be the same, 10,000. So after 60,000 you have to minus the 10,000, you will get 50,000. So see that, you can see that 50,000 is for assets and it is equal to capital also. This capital plus liability, 50,000, 50,000, and liability would remain the 0. Then third is, for third transaction, goods and cash is affected. So goods is also a type of asset and cash is also an asset. So here at the last you have to total it, 50,000, 50,000, and you have to write further write the same cash account for the 40,000 minus purchase 12,000, amount is already given, minus purchase, you will get 28,000. So out of 28,000 you have to also add the cash, furniture and the stock. Furniture and stock and cash is already minused. So if you total it afterwards, you will get 50,000 and 50,000. I know it would be very difficult for you guys to understand this, but if you practice one, you will get it. These types of questions are very easy. So please do practice. So now we are going to stop here. I know I want you guys to try the first 3 transactions. I have discussed the first 3 transactions, but now I would like to again try yourself to try to do the first three transactions again. So in the next video we would be continuing with the rest of the transactions, and if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.